Alrighty guys, welcome back to the Combustion Gamer YouTube channel, and it's time for some more new games to play. As we have, for the first time I will ever play, NASCAR Heat 3. That's right, NASCAR Heat 3. I've never played this game, and one thing that I can tell you right now is I wish I had. I wish I had played this game when it came out, because there's some cool things about this game that I really would have really enjoyed. So let's take a look here at the championship, as we do have, I think we have one thing going on. No, we have, what is it? Career. That's where we got stuff going on. So basically this is where you get the main career storyline going on that we see through 4 and 5. And one thing that I can tell you that I love right now is this right here, this beautiful shot. We have the employees walking around inside of your facility. You can look at your employees, you can look at purchasing chassis, you can look at improving your equipment, and also the paint kit. You can go straight into your paint booth right over here and look at this. I love that. That is just so cool. And then obviously you can go in and then adjust your work plan. But you have 6 slots for your 6 different cars to be sitting in the facility. You go back to the main menu, you can see the cars sitting out there. That is just cool. You also got the reputation meter here as well. That was interesting. Joey Logano is the reputation guy, whether he's good or bad. That's funny. We also got the contracts and season stats, all of these different menus, which is just so cool. So yeah, if I had played this game, I definitely would have thought that NASCAR Heat 5 was a bit of a letdown to some degree, because having the garage aspect to it, just love. I mean, is it that in depth versus some other NASCAR games that have a similar look? Not really, but that look of, hey, it's like, there I am, I'm in my office looking at the truck they're getting worked on. That's just cool. It's almost a little bit like Tough Trucks, that game. That was really cool. I wish I could get that game to work, but I haven't been able to get that to get back to working. But anyways, that was a fun game to be able to have a outlook in your office, and you can go and select which races you're going to and whatnot. So that was pretty cool. So, but basically this is almost the same thing as Heat 4 and 5, just you get that aspect of a little bit more detail in garage and at the home office working on your cars aspect. Just get a little nugget there. That was really cool. So let's take a look at what we got. We got the Monster Energy, we got Xfinity, we got Camping World, and of course we got the Extreme Dirt Series. Taking a look at the Truck Series, who do we got? Well, we got me. Currently, I don't think I've actually edited myself any, but we do have a Florida Racing Mobile there. We got Haley Diggin in the NASCAR Next thing there. We got Grant Enfinger back in the 98, beautiful looking car. We got Chris Fontaine there in the 47. Justin Fontaine, that's interesting, so both of the Fontaines. Interesting. Corbin Foster, we got Stuart Friesen, we got Todd Gilliland in the 4. Wow, he was really young. Noah Gregson there in the 18. Clay Greenfield, beautiful looking Chevy Mobile there. Vets looks good. We got Justin Haiti in the 24. We got Mike Harmon. We've got Riley Herbst in the NOS Energy Drink 18. Beautiful looking paint scheme. We got Austin Hill in the 02. We got Parker Kligman in the 75. We got Derek Kraus in the 16. Travis Kavapal there in the 50. We got Bo. Not about to pronounce that last name. We got Bobby Lyons. We got Max McLaughlin. We got Brett Moffitt. We've got somebody that doesn't have a picture. We got Joe Nemechek, John Hunter Nemechek. We got Timothy Peters, Chase Purdy, Josh Room, Ben Rhodes, Will Rogers. Hey, Will Rogers. And we got Dalton Sargent, Johnny Sauter, Austin Wayne Self, and lots of other young and upcoming faces. We got Anthony Alfredo there in the 40. We got a lot of up-and-coming faces here, and a lot of familiar faces in the Truck Series. Going to the Xfinity Series, will we recognize it in? Well, we got this beautiful scheme right here. The number 3, Cabela's paint scheme, absolutely Beautiful looking paint scheme there. We got the Hellman's 88 with Darren Hart Jr. We got Chad Fickham. We got Spencer Gallagher in the 23 car. That's pretty Allegiant. Number 35, Joey Gase, Kaz Grala. That is a beautiful looking paint scheme there. Old throwback to some of the old Ford paint schemes. Jeff Green. We got Mike Hallman. We've got the beautiful Hunt Brothers Pizza 98. We've got the 21 of Daniel Hemrick. We've got Brandon Jones, Alex LeBay. Alex LeBay in the 36 Can-Am car. Love that paint scheme, that Can-Am paint scheme. Love those paint schemes. Hate racing that guy, though, in NASCAR Heat 5, though. I despise him because he always wrecks me, but beautiful looking paint scheme nonetheless. We got Steven, that guy. We've got this guy too, and that guy here. And we got Ty Macheski in the 60 Ford car. Oh, that's pretty. We got Tommy Joe Martins, BJ McLeod in his 78 car. We got Vinnie Miller. We've got Joe Nemechek in the 15 Flexio Mobile. We got the Fire Alarm 42. We got Ryan Priest in the Ream Mobile for, I believe, Joe Gibbs Racing. And he's got a few other paint schemes there too. Ream and Rudd, that's pretty. Nice paint scheme. We got Tyler Reddick in the Burger Mobile. We've got Ryan Reed in the beautiful 16 Mobile there as well. That looks good. We got Elliott Sadler, Morgan Shepherd back. We've got Ryan C. We've got another Flexio Mobile. And who's this? We got Matt Tift. Ooh, got some maple syrup. We got Ryan Truex, Josh Williams. Man. Paint schemes and people. Bell. We got Bell here when he was driving the 20 and making that thing look good. We've got the 76 Spencer Boyd there. We've got the 86 of WG Speaks, Brendan Brown. We got Ross Chastain in Flexi Mobile and the Florida Watermelon. Beautiful paint scheme like that one. We got Jeremy Clements. We've got Carl Custer. We got the Caterpillar Mobile number 36. And back to the other guys. And then Cup Series. Who do we have in the Cup Series? Right off the bat, Ryan Newman. I wish he could get another ride because I really like that guy. Number 7, Daniel Patrick. We've got Daniel Patrick, that's going to be funny. David Reagan, we've got Harrison Rhodes, Reed Swanson, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in Fastenal Car. We got Daniel Suarez in the 19, that did not last long. We had Montrix Jr. in the 78, the final season with Front Row Motorsports. Click and Close, Wallace Jr. there. Was that his first time in the 43? Or was he in there before? I don't remember. I think he had to sub in for Eric Moroda at some point. But anyways, we got... Oh boy, this is peak Kroger car right here. That is beautiful looking paint scheme. Velveeta cheese on the side too. We got Smithfield. We've got Advocate number 6 there with Roush. We got Menards. We got the Nationwide 88 of Alex Bowman. We got Clint Boyer. Love Nationwide, by the way. And we got Clint Boyer there. We got Cotton now with... Ooh, do we have... Oh, we got Louisiana Hot Sauce Chris Buescher. Ooh. And let me tell you something, everybody. There's nothing better than Louisiana hot sauce. Got to sprinkle that and everything. Oh, I love my Chris Buescher character from the stop motion days. That guy was funny. We got William. Good night. That is a young William Byron. We got Ross Chastain in the 15, and he doesn't have much of a paint scheme. We got the... I think I'm working on a paint scheme for that. Anyways, and then we got the 32 Can-Am of Matt Benedetto. That is a pretty looking paint scheme, I must admit. We got Dow, we've got the Gecko Mobile of Ty Dillon, Chase Elliott. I think Chase Elliott has the Baja Blast Mobile and Auto Parts from Napa. Let's see, anything? Nope, nothing interesting for beard oil. We got Greg Gordon in the 23. Looks good. We've got David Gilliland in the 92. We've got Denny Hamster. Oh, wait a minute, look at the little truck. Little truck, that's cute. A little delivery truck graphic, that looks nice. We got all of the Kevin Harvick mobiles, Freaky Fast sandwiches. We've got Daniel Hemrick in the... whatever that is. We've got Terry Hill in a non-sponsored car. We have Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson. Yeah. We got Eric Jones before he got kicked out. And we also have this beautiful paint scheme. I love the Procore paint scheme on the 95. And so on and so forth. We also, of course, got Brad. We've got LaJoy in the 72. Farewell, LaJoy. We have Kyle Larson in the, one of my favorite paint schemes, actually. I think it's, let's see, this one right here, McDonald's. This was It was matte. Oh, love that paint scheme. Also, I think it's this one. I thought there was another one. Let's see here. I think it's... Is it this one? Yeah, this one, underrated paint scheme. I like that one. That was pretty good. That was directly after the Vegas thing that happened there. But very pretty paint scheme like that one. Of course, that company went under. And then, of course, you had Jamie McMurray running a similar paint scheme with Kyle Lawson there as well, which that was pretty. And then we still got Paul Menard in here. So, alrighty. We got to go run Louisiana Hot Sauce and see how these cars drive. So Chris Buescher, bring on the Louisiana Hot Sauce and let's hit a racetrack here. What do we want to run? I want to run Homestead here. Yep, let's go run Homestead. I have no idea what my race settings are, but let's test it out. So a lot of cool paint schemes. It's either the second year or the first year that they started running Camaros. I do not recall. So taking a look from Heat 2 to Heat 3, you see the graphics get a little bit smoother and a little bit definitely clearer, I think. Definitely Heat 2, they just hit the button for sharpness increase and they just hit that button until that image was sharp and it drilled into your eyes because it was so sharp, whereas this looks a lot smoother. And I definitely appreciate that. Also, I really do love this right here, today's lineup, that little scrolling across for practice. I love that. That is beautiful. I really do like that. Alright. Looking at that car here. We don't have many camera options or anything like that. Audio. How does the audio sound? Nope. Audio is almost there, but just not quite. We don't get that nice deep rumble yet. Still getting kind of that computery sound. And I think they finally fixed that with NASCAR Heat 4 and 5, where we finally really got some good noise. And it really started working good. But look at the graphics here. So graphics from Heat 2, huge step up graphically. There's still, you can see some sharpness issues where they just kept sharpening the image until it was what they thought was good, but a little bit smoother. The graphics run a little bit better as well, because Heat 2 and Evolution, there's definitely some weird stuttering that happens with that, whereas this, it looks like the frame rates are running pretty consistently, which is definitely a improvement like that. Definitely like how that's working. Car drive's really good. I'm not sure what I have on settings necessarily for the drive. Seems like I'm running it without assists. Let's see, do we have anything? Nope. So like Heat 4, I believe, is where we finally got the options. Like you can go in and change assists and stuff and turn that off or turn it up depending on how the race is going, if thou so desirous. And doesn't look like that is an option for Heat 3, which is fine. But yeah, Homestead Miami looks really, really good. Like that for sure. And then obviously Heat 4 for the pre-race presentation for the Cup Series. That's where things really started getting off the ground, because you just had that really cool intro with NBC guy, whatever his name is. I cannot remember his name right now. Ooh, Castro is on the number 96. That's pretty cool. Now you don't have any quick look to the side. You can have straight look back, which is fine. Heat 4 and 5 had the nice option where you could just look instantly to your side and be able to see what's going on beside you without running a mirror. You can run a mirror, which is nice. Nice to be able to have that option to run a mirror. Don't have to, but you do have that option, unlike a brand new game, or newer game that came out that was supposed to be the best of the best, that didn't even have the option for a custom setup. What a wet game that was. Anyways, but this game does have that option. Now, does it have the same presentation? Not really, but for what it is, it looks pretty good. I like it. So luckily, obviously, they had the big blowout sale directly after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, so I was able to get these games for a really, really good deal. So definitely appreciate that I was able to pick these games up so that I can enjoy them into the future. Obviously, online services and all that, those have gone offline as far as I know. But still, nice to be able to have these and test them out for the first time. And see what built onto the NASCAR Heat 4 to Heat 5 era. And they're really not that bad of a game. And it's nice to see the progression of graphics and progression of engine sound and the actual feel of the race car. Obviously, NASCAR Heat Evolution, oh, that is not a fun drive spec. It's good, but it's definitely not fun. Whereas NASCAR Heat 2, you saw a little bit of improvement. NASCAR Heat 3 here definitely feels better, because the car's a little bit wiggly. You have a lot of input. The car's kind of driving itself to some extent, so you got to kind of fight with it just a little bit. There's like the rear tires trying to step out here. Let's see what we got. Tire wear, so we got some tire wear going on there. So tires are warmed up. Now the rear end's trying to wiggle around on me. And as I said, I don't remember if I have settings turned off for like all the nannies or not, but we will have to find that out a little bit later. But still, like what we got there. Alrighty, so let's hit the pit road here. Pit road looks good, and so you got the guys standing there looking cool and whatnot. Let's head to the next session. Next session. And then obviously you have the easy setup, so you can kind of go to stable or to a balance to a loose, so we can do that. And obviously you could also go to full custom race, custom setup. You could do all that, or just do recommended setup, which we'll do for today, because we're on a time crunch. We got things to do. Oh, beautiful sunset. Look at that. That is actually... that seems like that's a bit of a prettier sunset than Heat 4 and 5 had, actually. I will have to double check what that looked like, but I kind of like that a little bit better. Alright, here we go. We can get our leaderboard going. Now, the extra AI and stuff, they are kind of easy to... yeah, I don't know what AI settings I've got set on, so I have no idea what to expect here. Car is loose, which is a good thing. I do like a loose race car, and I just loosened up anyway. So yeah, we were racing that whole thing with a stiff car. Now we got the car loosened up a little bit, which should help me with speed. Got Jamie McMurray up here in the top 15. How many laps do we have? Okay, yeah, not too long. We got Ryan Newman Rockman. Love the Ryan Newman Caterpillar paint schemes. I honestly, I really like any Caterpillar paint scheme that was run, but the Ryan Newman paint schemes really did like those, especially the Bass Pro Shops they were running there, the dark green. Those are beautiful looking race cars. I like that. Ooh, hello. I'm not sure who got into me, but somebody got into me, and I gotta catch the car here. Lots of damage, but we got the car caught. Let's see, I'm trying to find a button here. There we go. So looking at the damage model, very similar obviously to NASCAR Heat 4 and 5. Yeah, not much difference there, honestly. I'm trying to get a look at it. There we go. Yeah, about the same. So really you see a lot of the key mechanics for 4 and 5 here. Oh, good night. You just touch them and they are loose. Oh, that is beautiful. That is what we want to see, a little bit of taking away the air and the car slides up the track. That is what we want to see from the AI for sure. Alright, I gotta let off the throttle a little bit more into the corners because I'm going in a little bit too hard here. Let's see here, we got 1 lap to go, presented by Louisiana Hot Sauce. It'll melt your mouth and disintegrate icicles. Louisiana Hot Sauce. I don't think I've actually ever tried Louisiana Hot Sauce. It was one of those things where it's like I was doing the stop motion of Chris Buescher, which was really fun, and that was his sponsor, so I was like, okay, well, that's going to be his whole trope. His whole existence is Louisiana Hot Sauce, and it was just, I don't know, it was a fun character to do, and I enjoyed it. So if you want to check out the stop motion series, you can become a member of the Combustion Gamer Plus, and be able to check that out. You don't have to stay a member for long. You just do a one-time, 1-month membership, and then unsubscribe after you watch the videos that are available. Got over 80 videos available in Gamer Plus if you want to check it out. If you don't, thanks for stopping by and watching this video. Alright, so that was fun. You see right there we had the fastest lap. I don't see, let's see, does it scroll? Yeah, it still scrolls. I don't know. I really kind of like the interface of NASCAR Heat 3 more than I do Heat 4 or 5. I really like whatever they were doing with the user interface. I'm really liking how the setup was for Heat 3 here. It was definitely really cool. So we got so we tried that with the Cup Series. Let's go try. I want to race a truck. Let's see. We'll race somebody else here. Number 2. Who do we got here? Oh, sure. We'll get Jordan Anderson back into the series here. We got Texas Talladega. I want to do a road course, though. I want to see what the road course is raced like, if I can find one. I think there's Canadian Tire back there, but yeah, so there's Canadian Tire. Is there not? Oh, we don't have Watkins Glen in here to race. Well, that's a big bummer. We do have the dirt race, which is cool, and we do have Gateway. Yeah, all we got is Canadian Tire. Well, we will try out Canadian Tire. That will work. I was hoping for Watkins Glen, but we will try out Canadian Tire and see how that works. The 51st state. See how they're doing up here. We got a stable setup. We're gonna do a little bit closer to balance with that. We don't want it slipping around too much. Oh, look at that beauty. I love how you can actually steer the car on pit road. That is so cool coming off. So I'm not sure what settings I got otherwise for Heat 4 and 5, but they don't let you do that. You have, your car is driving by itself. You don't get to drive your car off of pit road. And that is something that I would really like to see more of in more games. And maybe I need to check some of my settings to see if that's an option. But I really would kind of like to see actual... Woo, it's loose. More options to be able to actually do the driving on pit road. Obviously, there might be some issues with that where they don't want people practicing hitting pit crews, which I totally understand developers' problems with that. You don't want to get blamed for things. Honestly, understand that. But also, for a bunch of younger fans and potential drivers that want to actually practice some pit road stuff, that honestly want to do it, seems like that would be something nice to have in a NASCAR or other game. So one thing I could tell you is the tire grip is really, really bad here. Part of that is my speed, so let me slow the truck down here. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit too fast, but there should be a little bit more grip in this truck. That is one thing that I do like about NASCAR Heat 4 and 5, is that you can add a little bit of that stability control, so that way you can better simulate the traction of the tires. That I do like, just because there is that thing of a lot of these simcades and simulators don't do a good job of actually giving you the grip that the tires actually have. Because there's a lot of grip in the tires that the games just don't give you. Obviously, you still got a high probability of spinning out and stuff. That's always true, but there's a lot more grip in tires than what's typically simulated. So that's one thing that's not really helpful. And also, I just need to hit the brakes a little bit more, and that will help me out too. Because that's always a good thing, knowing the limitations of your vehicle. But also having an accurate grip level model is always a good thing as well. Also, I love the Lucas Oil logo on the front of this car. Lucas Oil, really, really pretty logo there. I think the best thing I've had was one of their products was the, let's see, like Lucas Oil grease for mowers and stuff, to be able to keep those things greased during the summer. And then also, I think we've also had Lucas Oil for something else we use the Lucas Oil product for, but all of them have been good. Super Clean, obviously my favorite cleaner, degreaser to be able to use for greasy messes. And also pretty good at working on cleaning up rusty parts and other things that might be rusted shut or rusted stuck. You put that in some straight Super Clean, not stuff that you mixed up just to be for a cleaner, but just straight Super Clean. Let that sit in that for a little while, and it will clean it up and loosen it up some, so you can start working on it a bit more. Might take a little while, but it'll get it done. Nice stuff. Hard-working people as well. So this lap brought to you by the people at the Super Clean team. Make sure you check them out. Super Clean. The cleaner degreaser you need. So once again, really no difference in the sound of the truck. It honestly does sound like they're reusing some engine sounds from the early 2000s with the car, which isn't a bad thing. It's something that they did, and you can definitely tell. Whereas with NASCAR Heat 4 and 5, you can tell they really got that deep, throaty V8 engine finally worked on, and it sounds really, really good there. Alright, so let's go ahead and try a race. This is probably going to be absolute pandemonium, but that's fine. Also, I'm going to tighten up the car just a little bit more, the truck, just because it's a little bit too loose for the road course. I need this thing to be a little bit tighter. I like a loose race car, especially when especially on short tracks and intermediates, but I need a little bit more stability when it comes to the road course model, because there's definitely some issues with the road course driving physics, which I don't think they ever got fixed. Heat 4, I think, was honestly pinnacle. It seems like they went back with the ability to race. Heat 5 didn't seem like it improved any. Seems like it actually got worse. Heat 4, I think, was the best for the road courses, if I remember correctly. Go through the dirt. I had to let off the throttle there to make sure that once I hit the track, I wasn't spinning tires. So not sure when this video is going to air, but if I'm thinking it's going to air where I think it is, it's going to be directly after my Raw Before the Rolex and Rolex 24 racing videos in Project Cars 2. So if you guys want to check that out, make sure you do, because that is always fun. And got a new car for my IMSA improvised season. Got a few different tracks I have to substitute in for the tracks that I don't have with that game, but absolutely love Project Cars 2. It is so much fun to drive, and I think I might have found a cool setting with the AI to make them a little bit more aggressive, so that they're actually racing and spinning themselves out a little bit more on track. And we got 10th. That was a one-lap race. Yep, that was a one-lap race. Well, we're not going to complain. Let's check out the race replay. We can change the length to medium, long, and full, so we can actually do have full replay mode. There is no fast forward. There is no... We can pause, but there is absolutely no changing of the... Interesting. There is no changing the camera. Fascinating. Let's see here. Can we change... If we do shorter clips, can we change? No, we cannot. Wow. Okay. So that's where Heat 4 and Heat 3, or Heat 4 and Heat 5 really do start shining. You have more options in replay mode. You have more options setup-wise. Or not setup-wise, but what is it? More setups on like the different assists and stuff that you're able to use in the game, that slowly be able to take those off. You got more options in that sense, whereas Heat 3 doesn't have that. So they really did add a lot more options in Heat 4 and 5, but honestly, I really do like Heat 3. Heat 3 is really, really good looking. I like it. And we've got to test out the draft racing here in NASCAR Heat 3. So we got the Xfinity cars out and ready to go. And so we got the same thing with the race start. You can get all the little information. This guy's looking like himself. This guy's not. This guy's fast. This guy's slow. Also, we also have state flags available as your has some of your graphics in the paint booth, which allows you to stick the Florida flag on there, which is pretty cool. Very, very important graphic to have for a Florida racing mobile, for sure. Alright, you definitely don't get quite as much good feedback as you would with like NASCAR Heat 4 or 5 when you're in the draft. We're going below the double yellow line, totally fine. Got 2-lap shootout here, we got to make things move. Got Kevin Harvick there in the 98, move to the side there. And try making moves on top as we get behind the dreaded Alex LeBay. No! Will he wreck me? Or will he work with me? Who knows? Oh, he's definitely going to try and wreck me as he just hit the brakes in the corner. Good night, ding dong. What are you doing? And I'm loose. Not sure if anyone noticed that, but I'm definitely loose. Alright. Wait a minute. Who are you? LeBay. Why did I say LeJoy? I think I said LeJoy. Anyways, LeBay. Let's move along. Well, okay, now I'm going to leave you behind because you're hitting the wall now. And I don't want to race with you anymore. This is the last lap, and I need to move along. All right, so now now we got some more force feedback going on through the controller with the draft and stuff. So that's working pretty good. Man, you got the good sun glare going on, which was really good. You got a good amount of feel. Ooh, yeah, car loose on the top lane here, doing a lot of inputs to keep the car where it is. Like that. Ooh, we actually got the number 5 pilot car driven by a net. That's interesting. And here we go, trying for a top 10. 9th. Very, very nice. Got 9th from last. That is pretty good. I like that little sample size there. That is really good. I like that. Alrighty guys, so one thing that we need to look at is options here. Let's take a look at what the game settings have. We do have custom AI difficulty here that we can move up, so we can put that to 105. I think we'll move that to 100 for sure and double check things a little bit later on. We got all modes, so light damage, full damage, we got stability control, we got always use custom setups, yes or no, automatic transmission, etc. So we have that right there. We can discard those controls. We got all of these right here. You can go through screen. We do have this working on everything at max. So we do have that going on. Sound, we do have this going on. Turned off music, or turned off our spotter because he gets annoying after a while. But yeah, there is no real settings to be able to like control. It's either you have stability control on or you don't have stability control on. There's no option to be able to kind of fine-tune it to your driving style and slowly bring it down as you get better, which that kind of helps with NASCAR Heat 4 and 5, having that option to be able to slowly move those settings down as you get better, as you get used to how the car drives. So that is where NASCAR Heat and 4 are nice for people that haven't started racing before, to kind of help them learn how the driving style of the game works. Whereas this is somebody that has played Heat Evolution and Heat 2. That is what this game is centered around, is the idea that you've already driven those, so this one is the same. That's kind of how that's working. I really do like the graphics. The graphics look good. I like the user interface, and obviously career mode as well. How they use the graphics and how they have you set in like the shop, and you're able to look out and see your car getting worked on. I like that feel, and I wish that NASCAR Heat 3 had crossed over into 4 and 5, because the career mode for 4 and 5, they're not bad, but really it feels like you're just stuck constantly on social media, honestly. It feels like you're constantly looking at drivers yakking at you, which isn't bad, but there's no way to skip that. You're kind of stuck hitting, okay, accept, okay, reply, okay, insult. You're going back and forth, and there's no way to really get around that. Whereas it seems like it's a little bit better with Heat 3 in that aspect. Seems like there's a lot less of that to some degree. So anyways, I like Heat 3. Honestly, a little bit. I like it a bit better in some aspects than Heat and 4, but then there's also features in Heat 4 and 5 that I like a little bit better as well. So it's kind of a toss-up. But Heat 3 is really a really good place for a NASCAR game to start off at, and then build up from there, because you just have you're in the shop working on the car in career mode. You've got Really good looking graphics. The sound was definitely off. That's where Heat 4 and 5 honestly came in and helped out with sound. But a lot of what made Heat 4 and 5 good is this game right here, and I wish that some of the aspects, such as being in the garage, looking at your cars at the shop, that would have crossed over into 4 and 5, because that would have made career mode, for me anyways, a lot cooler, especially as the graphics got a little bit better, and also you got more custom paint scheme options to work with as well. That would have been pretty cool. So, anyways, guys, Heat 3, that's basically us running through the Heat series, because you've seen me play Heat 4 and 5 before. But, yeah, definitely like Heat 3. Heat 3 was definitely, I won't say pinnacle, but it was definitely, in its own way, a standalone pinnacle by itself, just because of some of the features that were available that didn't cross over to 4 and 5. And you could definitely see a huge jump in quality and graphics from 2 and Evolution, obviously. So really do like it. And as I said, the interface and how it's laid out, I don't know, it just, the way it's laid out, instead of having like little boxes that pop up for Heat 4 and 5, it just feels more NASCAR. Whereas having little boxes and stuff that pop up to give you notifications at the end of the race or before the race, it doesn't feel as NASCAR. It doesn't feel like a NASCAR broadcast, whereas this game feels like at the end of the race, at the beginning of the race, while you're sitting on pit road, it feels like a NASCAR broadcast, and I love that. Whereas Heat 4 and 5 just, it feels like I'm playing a video game that's centered around NASCAR. And that's not a bad thing. It's just this feels like a NASCAR broadcast at the track, and you're getting to be a part of it, which is cool. So that's that's probably my biggest takeaway, is that this game had a better NASCAR feel, and that's just from playing a little bit of it. And it just, I don't know, I just like it more than Heat 4 and 5 for just that feel of being a NASCAR broadcast. It's just kind of cool. Obviously, as I said, tons of cool features in 4 and 5 that made those games really good for gameplay, really good for racing. It was good, but just, I don't know. I like the interface of this better. It's kind of weird. I'm not sure how to explain that anymore, but it just, I like this game, but I don't want to say I like it more than 4 and 5, because it's just, I like 4 and 5 a lot, because that's what I started playing and really enjoyed that. So anyways, guys, that is it for Heat 3. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you guys were able to get these games for the entire Heat series for a really good deal before they were gone. But anyways, that is it for me today, guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to see the 80 plus videos that are available in Gamer Plus, make sure to check that out. If not, thank you for stopping by and watching this video here today. And if you come back, be happy to see you. Anyways, bye-bye.